Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of SimCity. We are in Avalon's Nest and I removed that road we had round the side here. I also had a suggestion to try and make a curve out of it so it went round the corner nicer, but that wasn't really possible. And I also noticed there was no traffic going over it, so I didn't really hesitate to remove it. It was kind of pointless. But over here I've had to remove some housing and I had to move over the pumping system because there was a water shortage and we need even more water in the city now. So I've moved this over a little bit and now we have 3 pumps on this system right here, which costs me a lot of money to do. This is quite expensive, so it's a good thing we have a large reserve at the moment. But this episode I did say I was going to go back over to the other city, and I might do that. I don't know, I'm just really into Avalon at the moment, this little area here, and yeah, playing in this city. So output is full. Interesting. We need to get rid of more processors, so maybe we should add some delivery trucks. I think we have the maximum already. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to manage. I don't think we're going to be able to do processors until we fully invest and build like a whole row of these factories. But again, same problem that we have at the moment is the deliveries are not actually going... anyway, in the last episode I said that I had 2 trade ports at one point and all the deliveries would go to one trade, and even if it's full it would then not take it to the other one. I had a feeling that might happen with processors. However, this is full and it looks like things are being delivered to our trade port as well, so just have to keep my eye on that, I guess. So I don't think I want to build another processor factory just yet. I talked about moving the city hall. If we go over here, we can't build another one, which is interesting, but if we destroy that one we could build another one with the 2 buildings we need attached to it, and apparently we have a homeless problem. How on earth did that happen? Let's have a look. 22 homeless people? Where did they all come from? Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Oh dear. I think that must have been like a hangover from the crisis we had with all the water. You can see there's still loads of abandoned buildings. No shoppers, injuries now. Everything was fine until the water cut out and now we've got all sorts of problems. Yeah, that's one of the things with doing this commentating. I tend to get distracted on talking about my own thoughts and yeah, bad things happen, I guess. But I'm really not too sure what to do here in Avalon. I think it takes a little bit of time of AFK playing, you know, just when I have some free time to develop the city a little bit more and get it ready for maybe moving on to these processors. We're also waiting for this to go all the way up so we can turn that off, and the city hall needs to be relocated. I reckon that's something we could do right now actually, but to where should we move it? Really not sure. I've also talked about moving the solar farm as well, so maybe there's a little bit of space somewhere that I've overlooked. Or probably not. I've kind of used up every little gap in the city at the moment. Maybe over here would be a good place. If we got rid of this road, then there's a nice plot of land there that we could build on. I think we should give that a try actually. That's a nice little place to put it. Over in the corner next to our university. So let's get rid of that. And let's pause the game. We don't want a disaster like we had last time. So we need the Department of Education, and let's check this before we go and destroy it. Let's have a look. Okay. We have the Department of Safety. We don't need that. Someone else have it. So Utilities and Education. Right. Let's destroy this thing. Nope. I need to exit the edit screen first. Okay. Bulldoze it. And we're going to move it all the way over here. Which is nice because we've been rebuilding this area over here, and if it fits in then we've made good use of that land. Still don't have a mayor's house as well. Do you know, I don't think we've got room for the Department of Education over here, and it's free to build so we don't have to worry about that. And if we edit this and go straight to the education, doesn't look like there's anywhere to build it unless we remove that house there or that one. Anywhere else? Be nice if it could fit right in between our university buildings, but it can't, unfortunately. So that really does look like the only option, unless we want to go all the way over there. That's about as far as it goes. Well, we'll put it right next to our current building. And then we need the department of... Which one was it? I've forgotten it already. Utilities. There we go. So we'll put that on the side of the building. Nice. We've moved that successfully. So let's play the game. Close all that. That's good. And maybe we'll just zone off... Actually, I was going to zone that off residential, but that's pointless. Let's just put in a little park there. Let's keep the land value nice. That's something I've done. I don't know if you noticed it there. I had a few parks around that area. And that was so the land value, if you have a look at it, it kind of pushed back all this negative red area just by adding in a few parks around here, which is pretty cool. So, in the last episode I talked about the approval rating, how I kind of want to make a difference, but everything I try doesn't really do too much. Needs workers, high tech is good, need more skilled workers and they're fighting crime. Really not sure what I can do, but I think I'd like to invest a little bit more into health, and also I want to destroy these low tech buildings. I don't really want those at all in my city. It's annoying that they keep popping up at the moment. Okay, and then if we go over to the hospital, what else can we do here? There was something that I think requires research. The Surgical Centre Complete Research Project at the university in the region. That gives us something to do, doesn't it? Okay. Start a project. We're going to research. Done that one already. It's probably going to be at the end of the list, isn't it? It always is. Oh, there it is. Surgical Centre. Okay, I'll do it. And can we research 2 things at a time? It appears that we could. Now, we've researched 1% already. I'm wondering if we do the same research on the other university, if it will contribute to this one, or they'll both be researching it at their own pace. And do you know what? I don't mind finding out. It'd be interesting to see. Doesn't cost a lot of money. Well, it does, but we've got money to throw around. Okay, let's find out. So, 0% researched. 4% research. They are not working together, are they, at all? Let's go back there. Yeah, it's going at its own pace. Okay, we're going to cancel that, and we'll do something different with this university. This is cool. We can do 2 things at once over here. That would be nice, but it would only apply to this region, which would be pointless because we've already built the solar power. Really disappointing how that works. Be nice to have 4 different things in the middle, I think. Okay, so the detective wing. Yeah, we'll build that. That should hopefully help reduce crime in the city again. Feels like anything that says it contributes to doing this or that, you should just build one of and then leave it. And oh look, the traffic's quite bad at the moment. But yeah, whenever you build more of the same thing, it doesn't really seem to make that big a difference. Like, I built all those wellness centres in the past and they didn't really make a difference, and yeah, it just seems like one of each thing is maybe the way to go. So let's get rid of that one there. And we've still got loads of homeless people, no surprise. Anyway, I think we're kind of done here at Avalon at the moment. It's going to take some of that kind of, like I said, playing in my free time, because I think I just need to sit back and watch the city develop at this point. We've got a few goals to hit, like with our research projects and the trading headquarters. And so this episode, I do want to go play in the new city, but why don't we just have a quick look around other people's cities, because that's something I don't really do too often. I kind of just get wrapped up in my own world, and I just want to have a quick look at everyone else's city. We've all seen it before in the mayor's meetings, and I don't think there's going to be that much of a drastic change in anyone's cities. You see, Karanis's here looks almost the same as the last time I looked. But let's have a look at some of his charts, see how he's doing. Be interesting to see how all of this is, because he operates on a lot of commuters, I think, for tourism. Oh, maybe not. Only 189 and 220. 7 homeless. Lots of people not enrolled. We might start getting commuters in from other cities, being a specialist city in education now. It might be a good idea to plop up another university to handle that, or something along those lines. That's an experiment that we could do. Lots of unsatisfied shoppers. I know, it looks pretty good overall. But it's hard to tell really what's going on in someone else's city just by looking at it. You know, you get used to your own, you know what's going on everywhere. He's got an airport over here as well, which is cool. Very cool. Recycling centres over here. I like the way he's laid out the city as well, you know. It's kind of like a grid like mine, but these curved roads are really nice, you know, to kind of break it up. That's pretty cool. And I like this park here, the plum bob, the little thing that appears above the Sims heads. I had no idea that was what it was called, because I have played the Sims. I've never really been too keen on them, but I don't know, they're the kind of game that you want to pick up and play to see what it's all about. But that was a long time ago. I played the first Sims, so yeah, that's probably over like 10 years old, that game. Let's go and have a look at Biffa's City now. I'll tell you what, it's annoying how you can't jump from city to city. You have to go back to yours to then go to someone else's. Oh, it's just a pain. But last time I looked at Biffa's, I think he had loads of circle roads. He's probably still got those. It looks like it's built up a lot now. Let's have a look. Oh, what was that? Explosion? Is that the solar farm? It keeps making explosion sounds. And it looks like Biffa's got nuclear power over here. Yeah, I think I need to tell the other guys to turn off their power because that costs a lot of money to run. And he could be making himself a lot more money if he turns it off and uses the solar power. Looks pretty cool. It looks like the traffic situation has been sorted out here as well. Oh no, there's a bit of traffic over here. But I remember Biffa had a lot of traffic problems when he first started up, which is probably, I don't know, like the way that circles work in this game. It's like the AI picks the shortest path no matter what. So with a circle, if you want to get from A to B, you know, from the bottom to the top, and there's traffic all around the left because that's the shortest route, you'd go around the right and you'd get there a little bit quicker. But things don't work like that in SimCity. There's actually a video of, like, if I were to, let's look at this junction here that I'm pointing at. If I were to build a dirt road from here over to there, and then that road connected up down here, so people coming in this way wanted to go around there and get over to this side. Now that would be a dirt road and it would be jam-packed with traffic, and then let's say you had an avenue going around like this, a big ring road, to then get round to there. None of the cars or the traffic in the city are going to say, okay, right, that route is longer but there's zero traffic on it, so it's going to take me longer to go down this road, and none of them would go off around and go back down the other way. So really poor AI for the traffic, which you kind of have to play to. That is why the grid works so well in my city, and yeah, trying to be like really nice like this and have loads of cool looking circles, which is a really nice layout. It doesn't really work too well in favour of the traffic. Here's another thing. Both Corrales and Biffa have the Plumbog Park, and I was wondering if there's a perk you get from it. I do remember there was something that had a perk in the parks. Let's see, what is the perk? Raises high wealth land value. Is that it? Oh, okay. It might help with tourism because you get 192 visitors per day. Anyway, let's move on and have a look at Dock MC. We didn't have a look at any of the numbers there either, I don't know. We will just have a look at docks, and in fact I'll make a little cut here. I think I pressed record in time for you to hear that explosion. If you didn't, it feels like every time I enter a city there's loads of explosions, and I think I saw like a fireworks effect over the solar farm. So I think what's happening is it's treating it like you've just opened the solar farm and people are celebrating, and that happens every time you join your city or someone else's, which is just what is with this game, eh? So, oh, it looks like some of these areas around here are heavily polluted, although he is using oil and coal. Oh, that would be why, I guess. And then over here, that's a processing factory. Does that cause a load of pollution? How do we get to the charts for that sort of stuff? Let's go to sewage map, and then ground pollution map. Oh yeah, look at that. That might have not been caused by the processing factory, but that is something to consider. And where ours are in our city, it'd actually be okay really, because there's a couple of roads between that and the residential areas. But that is interesting. There's a lot of pollution over here as well. Oh, I see Doc's gone down the mining route a little bit. That's cool. This is what we're going to have in our mining city, you know, lots of pollution. You should probably plop down some trees. That might be able to help with it a little bit, I guess. It looks like he's already tried to do that down here. But yeah, I remember Doc was having... Look at that, income per hour. What the hell? Waste disposal costs a lot. Oh yeah, he's got loads of recycling centres and then city specialisation. But yeah, look at the monthly transactions. That's where all the money's going. It's coming in from all the processes he's doing, and the raw ore, and that doesn't pay a lot, does it really? But the processes looks like the thing to do. And he's got one processing factory over here. I'm not sure if I saw any others. That'd be an interesting thing to see. If he's making that sort of money off the one, and I've got the capacity to make quite a few, that is something I would like to do. Yeah. I don't see any others around here. I reckon we should do it. I reckon we should go back and build loads of processors and just go for it, you know. Try and make a ton of money off of that stuff. Anyway, let's go back to... I don't want to go to the to my own view. I want to go to the regional view, but you can't do that from here. Can we select any of these? Nope. That's something we could go do. Have a look at the new cities as well. Yeah, we'll just continue our touring for this episode, and then maybe next episode we'll go back to Avalon's Nest and put down a load of processing factories. Okay, we are entering Doc M's new city, and I noticed how much money he has, and population as well. What is Doc doing here? Look at this, 18 million. Where is that all coming from? I do want to know. City specialisation by the looks of it, and he's actually got an income per hour on this. That is interesting. So what is it that Doc's doing? I think I watched a video of his actually, because I don't really watch other people's SimCity videos, you know. I just like to play it, and there's loads and loads of yellow vehicles. Are they all taxis? But I saw that he was really working with the traffic. He was figuring out how to get, you know, different types of traffic to flow in different directions, which you can kind of see with the layout here. But this is crazy. Look at the population and the amount of land that he's used. That's really, really crazy. And so what is it that Doc's doing that's making all this money? Smelting factory? I don't even know what that's from. Producing alloy. Okay, that's part of raw ore by the looks of it. So he's doing mining like I was going to do in the other city. Wow, I really need to get a move on with that city actually. It looks like you can make a lot of money from this stuff. So recycling centres. He's got a metal headquarter. Interesting. He's got the Maxis Manor as well. And the gambling headquarters. So a little bit of tourism going on there as well. A sleek casino. Maybe that's where he's making his money from. That's probably where the income per hour comes from. There you go, 30,000 per day. So he's going for mining and tourism. And it looks like he's doing a good job of it as well. Very interesting. I might have to watch a few more of his videos now, find out what's going on here. Anyway, let's go have a look at the next city. Okay, this is Biffa's new city, and this looks pretty cool. He's gone for the grid layout. So this time I think he's trying to play to the AI of the game a little more. And he's got a load of industrial area down here. I wonder if he's doing a mining thing like me and Doc are doing. Here you go, this looks like it over here. Yep, a coal mine, a smelting factory, and an ore mine. Do you know what? I really want to go back to that city and continue with the mining operation now. It looks like you can make a lot of money from it, which would be interesting to do. But it looks like Biff has only just got started over here. So I think what I'm going to do actually is pop back to Avalon. We're going to plop down those processing factories, or plants, whatever they're called. I keep forgetting the name of them. And then we'll move over to the mining area, the new city, in the next episode. That would be a good plan of action right there. So where are we? We are over here. Okay, so all of this side down here is going to be processing factories. We're just going to go all out and do it and see what happens. So let's go to city specialization, processes, down the bottom here. There's also some other things to consider. So we can get an electronics headquarter, which is something we can't get on our trading one. Or is it? Let's have a look quickly. Okay, that's the electronics division. I wonder if it's the same building. We can have two electronics buildings. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. City specialization. Okay, I think it's different because this costs a lot less, so that's something else to consider that we're going to have. And then consumer electronics factory. Okay, that allows us to make TVs and things like that. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll leave space for one of those as well. But we need a consumer electronics division at the electronics HQ. So this is going to come along with its own little divisions like this thing over here. It's going to cost so much money to run. But I can really kind of see how it's developing now, you know. We're now specialising, and more of the money is going to be coming from our exporting rather than, you know, like daily profits and things like that. Okay, so we built 4 of these in a row. And we are really going all out now. This could be very risky if it doesn't work. Let's put in 2 of those, like on the other one. So we're going to put 2 on each of these for now. In fact, can we only put 3 in total? Yeah, look at that. 3 on each. We'll put 2 on each for now and give them all the delivery trucks. And man, this is some serious spending right here. Okay. So what is the dealio there? All output lots full, production stopped. I know why it's all full, because we don't have a lot for it down here. We need to edit. We need to go to the processors. There it is, and let's give it its own lot. Probably going to need 2 of those, and the limit is reached, which is not a good thing. Maybe we can remove one of the other types. Also, we could be sending all of our alloys and plastics over there now. And we're going to need a lot of them for the moment, so let's stop alloys and plastics coming in here. Let's send it all the way over here. So the next thing I'm going to do is just set up all of these. That's going to take a moment. Okay, this is exciting stuff right here. I think we're going to be making a lot of money from this. As soon as I added the plot down there, all of our processors have been sent down there. I want to have a quick look to see, is this affected our employment figures at all? Not really, we still have some unemployed, so I'm not sure if this is creating a lot of jobs, but 4,400 at the moment, and I don't think these ones have opened up, although I'm not sure how many jobs they actually provide. But anyway, a lot is going to be happening in this city. However, I keep talking about going over to the other one, so next episode we're definitely going to go over there and really try and make some progress, and then after that we'll come back here and see how the processor factories are doing. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.